Good afternoon, everybody. It is approximately 6 p.m. We are August 7th, 2025, and this is the special called meeting for Laredo College. I call this meeting to order. Roll call, Madam Secretary.
Esteban Rangel,
Present.
Ernestina Tita Vela, Jackie Leven Ramos present, Cindy Liendo,
Present.
Erica Benavides Garcia, Mercurio Martinez Jr., Adriana Alexander,
Present.
Lizzie Newsom, Karina Elizondo.
Present.
Mr. Chairman, you have a quorum.
Thank you. If we could all stand, Ms. Garcia, if you could lead us in a prayer. Judge Martinez, if you could go ahead and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Loving God, we come before you seeking your guidance and wisdom as we begin this board meeting. We ask you to grant us clarity of mind, discernment in our decisions, and a spirit of collaboration as we work together for the betterment of our organization. Help us to set aside personal agendas and focus on what is best for all involved. May your presence be felt in our discussions, and may your will be done in our decisions. We offer this meeting to you, trusting your grace and guidance. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Ms. Benavides Garcia and Judge Martinez. Item 3, public testimony. There's none. Thank you. Item number 4A, presentation by Ms. Patricia Barrera, tax assessor collector on the 2025 truth and taxation collection. Ms. Barrera.
Your mic, ma'am.
We're going to be, so the truth and taxation calculations are before you, the way we started them. Maria Elena, will you come up with me, please? So we can both do this together. And okay. First page, these were the prior year totals and the ceilings, and then prior year total adopted tax rate, which is the one we're presently in right now, which would be the 0.242418 per $100. Then the next line, we have the prior year taxable values lost because of court appeals of ARB. And so the original there and the total loss was on $118,336,421. Then in line number 6, the prior year taxable value subject to an appeal under Chapter 42 as of July the 25th. And the total comes out to $731,524,587. So your line number 7 is the prior year, Chapter 42. Related would be $849,861,008. Do you want me to continue to go in line by line, or do you want me to cut it short and just get to the nitty gritty? However you want. Continue?
No, you can cut it short, Ms. Barrera. If you could just, Mr. Vela, if you could have that emailed to us, please.
Okay. So then I guess where we need to go for today is what the no new revenue is. Am I correct, Maria Elena?
The first calculation, the first part.
Can you get to the podium, Ms. Morales? So it could be on record, please.
Yes.
Thank you.
The first part is all about Maria Elena Morales, Chief Deputy for the Tax Assessor Collector. The first part of the calculations are all based on numbers that have already occurred, because it is something that happens between July 1st of 2024 and June 30th of this year. Although you end your year, you ended in August, and those are according to the truth and taxation, those are the figures that are taken. So if we go down to about,
Line 22,
yes,
okay,
no, line, yes.
22, which would be the no new revenue.
No,
tax-
you go to the current,
Yeah, current taxable
yes,
value,
yes,
line 22.
yes,
You want me to read it? Or
yes.
you want to?
No, go ahead. Okay, the current taxable year was 25, I mean, 20,
Yeah,
25 million,
billion.
25 billion, 54,201, $17. Okay, so when you get to number 27, your current year,
No new
No
revenue
revenue.
tax rate,
and that's the one that is right now, would be 0.229246,
49.
no 52.
49. 229249. That's number 7. Everything else there.
27.
Yes. Line 27. So your prior year M and O was 0.197515. One thing you need to keep in mind that whatever your taxable rate you're going to adopt, your interest and sinking, what you pay in debt is going to be constant. Now, for you, you over collected on your INS, I think it was like 200 plus $1,000. That means that INS interest rate, interest and sinking will be lower this year because you have to use that money. You can't just say, oh, I'm not going to use it for that. I'll use it for something else. So you have to apply it to your new balance
To reduce that.
to reduce that balance. So then after we go, you have a bunch of zeros there because you're not a municipality, you're not a county. So then we go to number 49?
The debt rate,
Yes,
the current debt rate.
yes. Let me go to 49. Is going to be 0.034470. So that's what you have to put in of the money that you collect to pay your debt. That cannot be changed. The only thing that might change is going to be your M&O because it's whatever you have, whatever rate you adopt, you minus that interest and sinking rate, and that's what you're going to have for M&O. So then if we go,
Number 50, the current M&O plus this.
your current M&O, your voter approval rate, okay, is on line 50, and that is 0.237965. So remember that you can vote between no revenue and the voter approval without having to go to an election. You're within the law to vote in between the lower, the highest of the two, or in between, depending on your needs for the budget this coming year. Because a lot of people are very hesitant to not vote the voter approval rate. There is something in the works. It didn't come out of committee last time, but we get a credit. You get a credit for each penny that you don't use. In other words, if you go the lower of the two, you literally have a savings for your voter approval rate. But there is something that could take away that from everybody. So the fact that you saved and saved and saved, maybe next time you won't have any savings. And that's unfair to the entities that do save their pennies and don't raise the tax rate above the no revenue, but then you're not going to have that cushion there, which gives you a little higher rate, in the future. And so that's something to consider when you're doing this. Now, if you go to your current approval rate, which is then, it repeats again because they do the calculations. Most of you are zeros. You don't have disaster, you don't have the quality control exemptions, you don't have jails, you don't have health, anything that you can deduct from that for health. So you end up with the same amount of 0.237965 on line 59. So then the current values on page 61, on number 61 is 25,054,201.017. Now, Mr. Vela had a question on the why your net taxable value went down like $700 million, which means that you don't have $700 million to tax. And that was mainly for the, what is it? The Freeport.
And what Freeport is, and I know Judge, you know that because of the county. Freeport is businesses that hold their goods in the warehouse, but they're going to be sent, I guess, into Mexico, the Freeport, and they, as long as they have it there, they get an exemption from taxation. Sorry, thank you. They get an exemption from taxation. In this case, a lot of those companies, in the preliminary number, it was smaller on the Freeport, and a lot of those companies protested. And in their protest, they went before the ARB and they approved their exemptions. So Mr. Vela and all of us were taken aback because it was such a great number. So it was unexpected. So that does have an impact on your tax rate, on what really was out there that maybe would have given your no new revenue a little higher, a little boost. So we lost that.
The Freeport.
The Freeport loss was, let me just read it to you. It's $680,796,086. That was the impact we didn't foresee when we got our documents on July 21st. And anyway, so that did cause, I think, a little bit of heartburn. And I think we were expecting, and it's happening to the county also, where we were expecting to get a little bit more. And because of those exemptions that were approved by the ARB, out of our control,
Yeah,
there's that
basically,
loss.
They granted a lot of they basically granted a lot of exemptions.
Correct.
So instead of you being able to,
The negative, that was the Freeport. So what
Yeah,
they
that's the
act, the
Freeport.
680 million, they exempt 534,717,647. And total of exemptions,
the total of exemptions was the 700 million.
Yeah.
So that
So-
you cannot tax, it's not reflected there, but it is reflected in your current net taxable values.
so your actual
reduced.
net loss on net revenue loss was $1,560,738.64.
If you would
From
go,
those exemptions that were agreed by the ARB.
if you agree, if you go on the no new revenue.
Yeah, if you because
Ms.
you all really like the no new revenue rate, that's how much you lost
Okay.
by that exemption. Yes, sir.
Ms. Barra, really quick. One, I'd like to recognize that we have Ms. Lizzie Newsom present. Second, go ahead, Ms. Ramos.
Mr. Vela, could we get that form that we received last time? Because this is the changes, right? The last time we had that form that you provided the exemptions and
Okay.
the truth and taxation form that we got the last
Yeah,
meeting.
the
right?
certified totals.
Yeah, the certified totals.
Where it's a breakdown of land, improvements, and then we go into the deductions, which are the exemptions.
Correct.
And Freeport is one of those.
Okay,
Yes.
so Mr. Vela, is it possible for us to get the updated one, just so that we could see the difference between what we heard in the last meeting and then what we heard in this meeting? Because there's gonna be a little bit of a difference,
Yes.
a lot of difference.
Correct.
But we would, I mean, personally, I would like to see the numbers so that I could see the difference between the
If-
exemptions that we
If
have.
you will allow us, Ms. Ramos, we will provide that to
Okay,
you, and we'll provide
appreciate
it to Mr. Vela.
Thank you so much. I
That would be
appreciate it.
all right with
Yes.
you.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Thank you, Ms. Barra.
You're welcome.
Go ahead.
So right now you are between the decision that this board today would need to make is which is going to be your proposed tax rate. And you are between the line 56, which is your your no new revenue of 0.229249, and the voter approval rate of 0.237985. And I believe that did we post those? If we can pull out the other, there's something on the top of this, on top. For whatever reason, it was posted, I think, okay. That was posted according to the statute. It was posted in your website. It was posted in the appraisal district. It was posted in our website. And those are, and all of that information, and that's exactly what you would have to vote today as your proposed tax rate. You don't act on a tax rate today. All you do is you say, based on what Mr. Vela is going to tell you, what he needs for the budget, then you would select either the first one, the second one, or something in between. If you move it up, we also had to disclose what your unencumbered fund balance is. If you can roll it. Yes. And so that is all the bonds that you have and how much you intend to pay. So this year, it was supposed to be more, but because you got that 200 and some $1,000 credit, you only have to collect to meet your debt service 9,334 and $982. Okay, so you see how, then go roll it more. Roll it up. Okay, no, actually you had $612,000 that was collected in excess. So now you only have to pay with this levy $8,722,743. So that's going to be reflected. I don't remember, Mr. Vela, what is the interest and sinking that's included in that amount?
It's reflected on the schedule. The sinking fund balance. I think if you scroll up, Albert. No, down.
The other way.
No, I don't think it's here. But let me look at the interest.
There it is. It's 10,576,063.
How much?
$10,576,063.
No, but your tax rate for interest and
Oh, the
sinking.
tax rate, the proposed tax rate is 3 cents, 0.03447 for debt service. The current tax rate for debt service this year is 0.044903. So we're dropping it 1 penny.
It's going down because of the $600,000 that were over collected, which is good. The county only collected $96,000 in excess of the debt.
So you all are doing a great job. Mr. Vela should get a raise. And his staff.
And they didn't pay us to do this, to say that. Yeah, that's something that we'd like to bring to the board's attention, that the board, the administration, the attorney, and Mr. Vela and his staff have always been so cooperative in, giving us the information that we need to prepare this. And they're always on top of it, always have the numbers. We were bugging him as soon as he came back from vacation today. Just want to make sure you got him, Mr. Vela, and that we're in tune here, and we agree with the figures that we have prepared, because we didn't have a chance to give it to him before he went on vacation. So thank you, Mr. Vela. I know you were available, but we didn't want to bother you until you came back.
Any questions?
Is there any questions from anybody? Ms. Ramos, go ahead.
So where are we gonna fall? Where are we falling under?
Well,
It's
of
a-
the no new revenue and the voter.
Those are the two figures, and you'll hear from your auditor as to what you need for your upcoming year, and that's what really sets the rate.
Wait, I wanna-
We're not adopting the rates, right?
No, they're only gonna
They're
propose.
only proposed, because by the time you all adopt it, you also have to adopt the budget, so we need to, I just wanted that caveat.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Vela, what's the current rate?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, Cesar Vela, VP of Finance and Administration. For the record, Ms. Ramos, right now, the current rate for this year is 0.242418. And right now, administration is recommending that we propose the non-new revenue rate for next fiscal year of 0.229249, which would be a decrease of 0.013166 or 5.43% from the current rate. This rate, again, is the non-new revenue rate, will give us the same amount uh, of tax revenue for next year. By adopting this rate, we do not have to have the public hearing meetings. It's just obviously voting on the proposed tax rate right now, and then, like Ms. Barrera mentioned, then adopting the rate at a future meeting, which would be the meeting where we present and adopt the budget. The rate, again, the debt service rate would be 0.034470. The MNO rate would be 0.194779, for a total rate of 0.229249. And this, again, would give us the revenue that is needed for next year's operations.
Any other questions from any of the trustees? No? Ms. Barrera, can you just make sure to send that information, all the information to Mr. Vela, and that way Ms. Bocanegra could go ahead and email it to us, please?
You will have, by the time that you meet again, what all the auditors and everybody calls a cushion amount.
Okay.
Okay, this amount does not take into account the freeze, okay? So there is a way to calculate, and I've met with Mr. Vela. We're gonna ask our programmer to give us a good estimate of what the freeze collections will be. And they normally vary between $2 million to $3 million, which is then added to his calculations for the budget.
Okay.
But this year, we're gonna be able to give you a pretty accurate amount about the freeze. And I guess the reason it's not taken into account in the TNT is so that, you know, you don't rely on that amount, but more than likely you would have it.
Okay. Okay, Ms. Barrera, do we have to approve the 4A? We don't. So we just go to straight 4B, correct, Mr. Vela?
So, yes, so the proposed, yes, so they have, the board has to take action and
That's what I'm
record
saying,
vote.
but do we have to take an action on 4A? No, we don't, right?
Oh, not on,
Okay. Yes. Okay,
That was just a
Yes.
presentation.
okay, thank you.
yeah, no, it's 4B.
So I'm gonna go ahead and, if there's no other questions, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to 4B, take action on the tax rate to discuss, take a record vote, schedule a public hearing and a meeting to adopt the tax rate by Ms. Barrera. But, Mr. Muir, can you go ahead and give us the motion?
Yes, sir, I can. Last year, we voted on this particular item that was worded the same way and the same, function occurred. The board will not be voting on adopting a tax rate tonight, right? That will take place in a future meeting to be held on August 20 this month at 6 p.m. So instead, tonight, this action calls for the board to take action on a tax rate, to discuss and take a record vote, and then schedule the public hearing, correct?
Record vote means that each one of you individually must state on the record whether you're for or against,
Yes, ma'am.
because that is what gets published in the newspaper, your name and how you voted.
Yes, ma'am. So,
Yes, if I can, read the motion out, and
Please.
if each board member votes
I'll call them
for or
out.
against.
Can you read the motion, please?
Yes. Move that the Laredo College Board of Trustees approve the proposed 2025 property tax rate in the value of .229249 per $100 valuation as presented by the Webb County Tax Assessor Collector, Ms. Maria Elena Morales and Mr. Cesar Vela, and schedule a meeting to adopt the property tax rate, Patricia Barrera and Ms. Maria Elena Morales, and schedule the meeting to adopt the property tax rate. The meeting to adopt it would take place on August 20, 2025 at 6 p.m. That would be the motion I propose.
So move.
Second.
Okay, there's a motion, there's a motion by Ms. Ramos, there's a second by Ms. Diendo. I'm gonna go ahead and start off. Esteban Rangel, aye. Ms. Ramos,
Jackie Ramos, aye.
Ms. Vela,
Aye.
Ms. Cindy Liendo,
Aye.
Ms. Erica Benavides Garcia,
Aye.
Mr. Mercurio Martinez,
Aye.
Ms. Adriana Alexander,
Aye.
Ms. Lizzie Newsome,
Aye.
and Ms. Karina Elizondo.
Aye.
Thank you. And motion passes, sorry, thank you. Ms. Morales and Ms. Patricia Barrera, thank you so much for your presentation. Mr. Vela, thank you for your hard work as well. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to item number 5. 5A, closed session discussion pursuant to Texas Government Code Section 551.071 and 551.074 concerning Laredo College President 2024 and 2025 annual evaluation. And then 5B, closed session discussion pursuant to Texas Government Code Section 551.071 and 551.074 concerning Laredo College President employment contract. Do I hear a motion to go to executive session?
Excuse me. So move, Mr. President.
There's a motion by Judge Martinez. There's a second by Ms. Tita Vela and Ms. Erica Garcia. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody against? No? Motion passes. Thank you. And it is approximately 6:27 p.m. and we're going to go ahead and go to executive session. Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. It's approximately 7:56 p.m. No action was taken in executive session. I go ahead and executive session item 5A, closed session discussion pursuant to Texas Government Code Section 551.071 and 551.074 concerning the Laredo College President 2024-2025 annual evaluation. Ms. Ramos.
It's supposed to be 6A, sir.
I'm sorry.
6A. I'm sorry.
I apologize. 6A, never mind. Please disregard that. Item 6A, Laredo College President 2024-2025 annual evaluation. Ms. Ramos.
Can we wait? She's
Oh.
got- she's got to see.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
I move that the Laredo College Board of Trustees approve the Laredo College President's 2024-2025 annual evaluation as presented in executive session.
There's a motion by Ms. Ramos,
Second.
second by Ms. Liendo. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody against? Motion passes. Thank you. Item 6B, Laredo College President Employee Contract. Ms. Vela.
I move that the Laredo College Board of Trustees.
Wait, hold on.
Oh,
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry.
Start it again.
Sorry. I move that the Laredo Board of Trustees amend the Laredo College President's contract to increase the compensation and benefits as discussed in executive session.
Effective September
Effective 1st, 2025.
September 1st, 2025. There's a motion by Ms. Vela. There's a second by Ms. Adriana Alexander. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody against? Motion passes. Congratulations, Dr. Ramirez. Item 7, next meeting dates, Wednesday, August 20th, 2025 at 6 p.m. It's a regular monthly board meeting. And I will end it by saying congratulations, Dr. Ramirez. You deserve it. And you just, I don't want to talk about executive session, but
Thank you.
it was very nice. So go ahead, Dr. Ramirez.
First of all, I'd like to thank all of the Board of Trustees and all of the executive leadership team. Please know that the successes that we've enjoyed, certainly this year and the 3 years that I've been here, have been a collective work of a lot of people. Our faculty, staff, our administrators, everyone gives 145% because everyone is committed to the mission of this college, but so are you. And you all don't get paid for this. And for that, we're very grateful to you all for your stewardship and your leadership as well. We thank you all for all of the time and effort that you put into it, but most importantly, for the confidence and the trust that you have in me. And I appreciate all of your words. I've read all of your comments, and know that we will continue to strive for the excellence that this college is known for. And with that, I do want to remind you that tomorrow we have commencement at 9 in the morning and then 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and Monday is convocation. And we welcome back all of our faculty and staff starting at 8:15 in the morning. These things that we do for our employees matter. And they matter because this is when we come together as one big family. And so I hope that you will have the opportunity to join us as we celebrate the ending of one year and the beginning of another. And with that, I say thank you all and good night.
Thank you. Item 8, is there a motion to adjourn? There's a motion by Ms. Ramos, Ms. Liendo, and Judge Martinez. There's a second. Second by Ms. Elizondo and Ms. Benavides Garcia. And thank you so much. And it is approximately 8:01.